Do you guys remember a game called Elite Beat Agents on DS? It was a rhythm game that focused heavily on the DS touchpad, and it required you to hit the numbered circles in the order in which they would tell you to match along with the beat. I am aware that that isn't really the best description of the game, but to be honest, I haven't played it in quite some time, so my memory's a little fuzzy on it. Though I do remember having a lot of fun with it. However, that isn't the game we're going to be talking about right now. Now, today we're going to be talking about OS. What is OS? Well, it's a rhythm game that was made as sort of a love letter to the style of gameplay that Elite Beat Agents has. And not only did it build on the style of it, but it did so much more than that. You see, OS was originally started back in 2007, and quite honestly, it's hard to believe it took me this long to find out about this game. I won't lie, I actually didn't know about this game until a few days ago, right around the time Beyond Polygons did their What Makes Games Unique on OS, and it was there when my life was introduced to this new world of rhythm games. This isn't to say that the OS community isn't huge. In fact, it is. From what I've seen, it has dedicated fans all over the globe, and it's still growing every day. And to be honest, I don't think it's stopping anytime soon. Which is a good thing, seeing as how OS is one of the best rhythm games out there. That's right, I'm going to say that right here and now. I know this is saying a lot, but hear me out on this one, alright? Now, this game may seem like it was built only using the OS style of gameplay, but that actually isn't true. OS offers many styles of gameplay. There's the piano type, which kind of plays like your normal press the button when the key hits the fret bar kind of thing. Kind of like something like Guitar Hero did with the, the whole keyboard thing. I know that isn't like very specific, but it's honestly the only thing I can think of that did that similar type of style. There's the drum style, which is most relatable to the game Taiko no Tatsujin, which consists of hitting the corresponding button as the drum roll passes by. Each button represents which side of the drum you will hit. However, where it does have these other modes of gameplay, the main focus of the game is built around the style of OS. You do this by clicking as the notes come up, and you click and drag when the note is elongated. While this may sound simple in conversation, let me tell you, it's anything but. While most players could play with a touchpad to keep it simple, most people like myself have had to use the mouse in order to play, and doing it is very difficult. For one, using the mouse feels very odd and stiff, like when trying to follow the notes and trying to click repeatedly to keep your chains going or holding it down. It doesn't always work for me. And yes, this game does support tablets as well. However, I don't have one, so I can't really say how this affects the gameplay. Though, from what I've heard, some do find it the most optimal way to play the game. A lot of other people say it just doesn't feel right as well. Now, hearing this, you may think that this game wouldn't be so popular and many people will just choose to step away from this. However, members of the community as well as people who created the game found a new way of playing utilizing the keyboard. Now, instead of using the left mouse click to hit your notes, players can now use the Z and X button to do it instead. This may not sound like much, but doing this created a way of having rhythmic patterns down much quicker by switching between the two keys. Not to mention, it also made guiding and controlling feel a hell of a lot more flowed. However, having this meant that the songs had to become faster and more upbeat to stay with the flow, which is actually perfect for the style of gameplay that this is. The tracks could range from anywhere between dubstep to techno to even anime and video game songs. And trust me, having the mouse and keyboard functions, it just made the game a hell of a lot simpler to play. The mouse feels more flowed, and it feels easier to play just tapping the Z and X button rather than randomly clicking to see if you're going to get your notes right. Saying all this though still doesn't show the best part about OS. The absolute best part about this game is the community of OS. With it growing daily and the amount of songs and players that keep getting added to the game and its community shows no means of slowing down. Not to mention, watching high-level skilled players playing OS is simply just, it's an amazing sight to see. Like, you will be blown away watching that. The amount of concentration and skill it takes to perform as well as they do, I can't even imagine. And the other best part about OS is that it's actually free to play, and it's available to anyone who wants to give it a try. And to be honest, I highly recommend that you do. It's a nice change of pace from the norm of what high-end rhythm games are nowadays, and it's one of the ones that I actually never plan on giving up soon. It's simple to learn, yet difficult to master, and that is what OS is all about.